English with Deck. Weesha. Okay, another day in paradise. Another week. Let's get it done. Ah, yeah, sometimes I still have some early morning sessions as my schedule has filled out and my availability or open availability has been taken, it has meant that my daytime and of course evenings have become a lot more well full, for use of a better word. Therefore recently I have sort of reduced my very early morning slots, partly because when doing such full days, it's quite difficult on the mind and the body to maintain focus and discipline, not just for work, but for general life as well. Of course, I'm always open if a student requests a specific slot. I'm a flexible guy. I'm happy to bend over a little bit if needed to open an early morning slot, even if it is closed. But yeah, anyway, today I did one of my early morning slots and it was pretty rewarding, you know, and feeling rewarding for doing an early morning slot. What? Well, I'll tell you why. Because, you get up early, you put in the effort to go to bed on time. Very important. And then after that early morning lesson is concluded, if you will, you feel, well, you've already achieved something, you've already done something. Now, that feeling can be replicated, in my opinion, by, let's say, going for a run, cleaning the house, or maybe doing some gardening or something, just any activity early morning before the day gets going in full earnest. Getting something done nice and early is, well, nothing short of satisfactory in my book. Hey guys, it's Deck here from Deck English with another episode of English with Deck. Let's go. So today, talking about satisfaction, I want to also mention about one of my students who recently passed her exam. And the reason I want to mention that, and why am I mentioning that after talking about feeling satisfied and about early morning routines and stuff? Well, her lessons are never in the early morning at all. No. She's always an afternoon or early evening student. But no, she recently passed her exam. It was the Aiken exam, so a Japan specific exam, but she got a very good score overall. The exam she took in the Aiken, the grade, sorry, she took in the Aiken was very good uh, grade. No issues there at all. And it felt really good to hear her result and hear her news when she announced it. You know, whether you're taking an exam for Japan, for a world, or even the IELTS, or whether it's a Cambridge exam, it's a fantastic feeling. Well, taking the exam, passing the exam. If you do unfortunately fail, you can always learn from your mistakes. And also, teaching the exam is quite a satisfactory feeling. Satisfying feeling. Yeah, a satisfying feeling. Exams are not really my main niche. My main lessons are more about natural conversation, confidence, fluency, and helping people, enjoy English and use English in real life. But if someone, especially a long-term student, or a student who has specific goals in mind, reaches out to me and says, "Hey, can you help with the exam?" Well, if I honestly do have the experience and the knowledge, I am more than happy to, change the angle of the lessons. And helping someone prepare for an exam, it can be incredibly rewarding. When you think about the time spent, the emotions invested, the lessons learned throughout every study session, there is so much to unpack. You know, there's a nervous person, an excited person, a frightened person in many cases. And more importantly, there's a person who studied, they practiced, they made mistakes, they tried again and again, and they didn't give up. And from my perspective as a teacher, when I see that effort turn into a pass, oh, it feels special. You know, if it doesn't turn into a pass, unfortunately, that also is a great opportunity to assess why I went wrong as a teacher. You know, again, it could be a whole host of factors. It could be a simple case of exam nerves. Maybe their person had a cold on the day, couldn't concentrate. There are a whole plethora of reasons that a person might not successfully pass an exam. And if that is the case, you've just got to keep trying, figure out where you went wrong, and try it again. But going back to passing the exam, it's worth remembering it's not everything I did. The student, you, did the hard work. I just guide you in the right direction. I assist you in finding that correct method or that correct answer. I don't see myself as an examiner. I see myself as someone to help you feel a bit calmer, understand the test a bit more, and most importantly, believe that you can do this. And that is one of the best parts of teaching, And that's not just in exams, that's in daily conversation. In maybe, oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I want to say a little stretch, but it was quite a big stretch snuck out there. Apologies. And yes, that is a great feeling, whether it's for exam, whether it's for conversation, whether it's for some business related project, being able to pass on the confidence, pass on the knowledge is a fantastic feeling. And being able to have helped my student move forward in a way that helped her pass her exams this time around, that is a lovely feeling. Now, guys, remember, if you're looking to pass an exam, if you're looking just to be more confident, you're looking just to expand your vocabulary, you're looking to talk about some business related topics, whatever it is, remember, English doesn't have to be difficult. See you in the next one.